Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Welcome
everybody.
to Duffy Women.
Welcome to
Welcome to
Ducky Women.
Duffy Women. We have a little guest here, little Murph man. He's sitting on my
Oh
lap.
my God.
He's got to be where I am because he loves me. Loves me. We are Duffy Women. I am Shelley Duffy Alexander. This is Alex Duffy, and she is in Chicago with her husband Steve. Sarah Ann Duffy's here in Pittsburgh with me, with her three beautiful children. Fresh off a trip to Chicago
I
with little Ivy
know.
Jane, and they made a little visit there. How was your week? Did you have a great week together? Was it good?
Yeah, it's
We had so
always
much
super
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we had
Mm-hmm.
so
Yeah.
much fun.
I think
Yeah.
it's nice that you take Ivy and it's something special that because she's that middle child, you know what I mean? Like Evelyn was alone for quite some time. And I think that, little Max goes with his dad a lot to do things. So I think Ivy, it's nice that you got to do that and just spend some time with her. So,
She's
She's like not a neglected middle child though. Like
no, but she probably is.
she's
Yeah.
like very involved. Like
she demands she
sometimes
demands it.
I sometimes think about that and how, well, I'm also just like hyper aware. I'm also
Yeah.
like, I have to make sure that I'm giving all of my kids, like, it's never going to be equal. It's never going to be even. And I accept that. And I think it's almost relating, it relates to like a marriage. Sometimes one person does more,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they do
Mm-hmm.
less. And sometimes you spend more time with one kid and sometimes you spend less. And that's okay. As
Mm-hmm.
long as they know they're loved and taken care of and cared for. That's all
Mm-hmm.
that matters. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Very, very, very true. I remember with the two of you, because I had two girls,
Mhm.
I was I was also very hyper aware of if I do this for one, I want to make sure I do this for another, and I have to make everything equal. And now everybody always used to say, do you have a favorite child? And it was never a favorite child. It's just that one needs a different kind of love, or you love them in a different kind of way that they need, or vice versa. And but it was nice. We were able to, it was easier too with two. You could take them, one could take one and
50-50.
one could take the other. And it was always like you could get that one-on-one time. So, but that's nice.
Sometimes you sometimes have to like it can never be fully even. So you sometimes have to like it's also a teaching moment of saying like, hey, this person's getting something and it's okay that you're not, like
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
that's like with later in life, sometimes
Mhm.
someone's going to get a promotion over you and that's okay. And
Yeah, that's very
there's
true.
a reason for it. So I think like, I obviously you try to make it as fair as possible, but
Hmm.
putting pressure on yourself. And I think that's just my advice for anyone listening. It's just like you're never gonna make it fully equal. So just do your best to, you know, teach them that sometimes
I like that. I like that.
sometimes
Very
people
good
get other
advice.
things.
Well, our favorite thing that we did, we went to the American Girl doll store.
Oh, we
Oh,
I have never
did.
been.
the
Yes.
money that was spent. Both Paul and I talk about our kids, our daughters, and the American Girl doll was just, I mean, that was the thing. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody had to have American Girl dolls and
Yeah.
accessories and
Oh yeah.
beds. And I mean, it was,
Yes.
I
and
forget who messaged
inevitably,
me. Who someone said that the Target, which is a pro tip, the Target like baby doll, like the Target also has a version of like doll, like American Girl dolls, and it's 18-inch dolls, and their clothes fit American Girl dolls. So if you're looking, which
Oh,
I was going to buy a bunch of like, because obviously there was a bunch of clothes at the American Girl doll store, and I didn't. We bought like a couple outfits, but
yeah.
I was thinking about it and looking online about buying more. And then I forget one of my friends messaged me and said, hey, FYI, pro tip, the Target brand clothes fit
We
American.
didn't have that.
I
So
was also a little shocked that it was a Disney princess. I kept asking you girls,
Yes.
I'm like, well, what doll did she get? That's nice that you have Ariel there, but what doll did she actually get from?
That
I
you
she
had
didn't
no
didn't,
have.
idea.
she
And then
picked out
Yeah.
after
another
you
one
finally,
first, and then we saw Ariel, and she was like,
yeah, I'm like, I didn't know that they did Disney princesses for American
they
Girl
did,
dolls
yeah,
either.
they
Yes,
had,
they
yeah.
So,
do.
oh, that's so fun. So my week was kind of cool because we moved into this place. It's a brand new place, and we didn't actually build it. The people that built it couldn't move in. So you had a choice of getting a finished deck or a finished basement, and then you got all these other incentives if you built. So she chose the finished basement, which was wonderful because we were heading into winter and colder months. I didn't need it, we didn't need a deck. So we ended up, it was perfect for the winter. Now it's completely furnished, it's completely done. But we said once spring comes, we want to put something out back so that we can have an outdoor space. So Tuesday, they just showed up and started building our deck. So I'm so excited.
builder.
Build our deck.
So excited. So we're going to have an outdoor space coming. They're getting it wired this week. They're doing the roof right now. So it's going to be so nice. It's going to be so nice. We have beautiful sunsets here, like gorgeous. And you
Aw.
can see weather because it's a great big valley and it's so beautiful. I mean, it's really going to be pretty. So I'm very excited. Very excited. So,
Wow.
so that was my excitement this week. So our topic today is something that I think everybody can relate to because we all feel it. We all have opinions about it. What are the best things and the worst things about getting older?
You're very sing-songy today.
I am going to say it will start with me because I received in the mail my renewal for my driver's license, but this time it came with a mature driver improvement course.
I think that's great. I
And
support that.
I was highly
driver.
offended. It was not great. It was not great because I apparently am now considered a mature driver. So I'm not there yet. I think I know. I think I'll be okay for a little while. But I was like, what? That's almost as bad as like getting your social security information, which I will start getting this year as well once I turn 64. So I'm just like,
I love
really?
that.
That's baller, though.
Uh,
I feel like that's baller when you can start cashing in on that stuff. You
Yeah, actually it is. I'm very excited. This week I also had to have all these forms for my pension because I'm going to take that in June and it was like it's like takes an act of God to get it all done, you know. So, but I got all that done. But it's nice because I'm at an age where I can. You guys, I have to say this because I was working in the Robinson store. I work for a precious metals company called Treasure Hunt, and I was
know,
working
metal.
and I was working in the Robinson store. And you know who came into the store? My old radio partner, Dave. And I've seen him
Dave?
crazy.
He
No
still lives in
way.
Pittsburgh?
He comes in every now and again and we
I
have
didn't know
conversations.
that.
We sat there. Thankfully, we weren't busy. We sat for an hour and just caught up.
Oh,
He is still one of the funniest, most
So funny.
insane people I've ever met. But it
he
was
is
really
so
nice to spend some time with him. So, but yeah, when I did radio back in the day, it was I was, that was my career for 35 years. And he was my coworker on the show that we did that was the most popular show forever. And we had a lot of fun. But anyway, it was funny because he was
Dave.
talking about, getting older, taking his pension. And he's like, how cool is that? That like all I did was talk on the air and now I get money for the rest of my life. Yeah. But that's
we're a
because
little
we were a union station. So that's
we're a
why
little sensitive to that because we won't
but
we won't be seeing that.
we were a
We
union
won't.
station. So
That
but
won't
anyway,
exist.
all right. You guys, now you're still kind of babies, you're still in your 30s,
Look, a
but
cat.
you have a cat. You have a cat and I have a dog on my lap. But you guys, what as far as your
Wait,
perspective on what is good
I have to
getting
pause. Hold on. I
by.
have to tell you something and then we can continue. Pause your thought. Think of where you're at in your thought process.
No, it's you
My
guys.
daughter Ivy from when visiting Alex and her cat. Her cat is an asshole. We know this.
We just
So
established that
Ivy
last
comes
time.
home and she's like scared to pet Oscar. She's like, here, here. She's like, here, here, there. And like hesitant to pet my cat. And I'm like, honey, remember, our cats are normal. You can pet our cats. Our cats are okay. And because Leo, you look at him wrong and he hisses at you.
Mhm.
Oh, he's pretending he's playing nice. That's, you know what, Leo? You know what? Bug off because you are acting like this holier than thou cat right
He
now. For
does
anyone
look
that's
like he's the
listening-
sweetest cat on the face of the
for
earth, but
anyone
he's
that's
not.
listening and not watching, the cat is rubbing up against the microphone, being all lovey-dovey. He's not like that. Don't let that fool you. He's a
He
jerk.
is like that with me and
No,
Steve.
well, that's a problem. That's a problem because my cats are nice to everybody. Okay? My
You
cats are
raised them
community
right,
cats.
Sarah.
My
You
cats
raised
are community cats. You know what? Whatever. Anyway, we may continue.
Okay. All right. So, Alex, you are the oldest of the two of you. So, what would you say are some of the best things and some of the worst things about having to get older? And I mean, this
So
could be from the time you were a kid. Like, we all would love to be a kid and not have any responsibility, but
Well, that's
that
the
was
obvious. Yeah.
yeah, I
that's
think that would
obvious.
be
Yeah,
great.
that's what I mean.
I'd rather have no responsibility, and literally my job was playing The Sims for 8 hours every day. Amazing. That was amazing. I would love to go back to that time. Like, don't even have, no, it doesn't work that way anymore.
Uh, no, it doesn't.
No, I think some of the best things about getting older for me, you especially once I hit my 30s, like you know yourself better. And with every year, every decade, I think that becomes more and more clear. And the more
Mhm.
you know yourself, the more confident you are within interactions at work, family, like everything.
Mhm.
Um and you get more comfortable making decisions for yourself, and it weirdly makes you more efficient, and that kind of thing, which is like my type A brain coming out right there. But um I think the worst thing, quote unquote, the worst thing is just like, for me, I was always very lucky. Like I never really had, like, I remember kids in high school, my girlfriends in high school, like complaining about lines on their neck or lines on their stomach or sweating a lot. Like kids would sweat a lot. Like they would have like, you know, issues like, heartburn and things. Like I never had any of that stuff. But I remember when I was 26, I find like I don't sweat a lot still, but I started like sweating
Bitch.
more than I normally would.
Are you
Like I
starting to
never sweat.
sweat?
No, not
Oh,
right now. But like
Oh no, you have a
I
flaw.
that's what I'm saying. Like up until I was about 26, like I genuinely struggled with not. I'm very, 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 like, knock on wood, lucky. And I think because of that, I really didn't think aging was going to happen to me. Like I genuinely was like, I think I'm good. Like I think it's gonna be,
I'm never getting old. That's it.
yeah, like I'm good. But
Mhm.
that is clearly not the case. And ever since I turned 26, I don't know what it was about 26, like every year I always talk about the my birthday ailment that I get, because like every year something new like kind of starts to go. Like now when I'm like laying on my stomach in bed and I take a deep breath, like my back cracks. Like, okay, that's cool. I guess like that never used to
I
happen.
know.
So just, stuff like that, I think is just, it's hard because it's like, okay, things are changing like physically, which is not a bad thing. It's just something to
Mhm.
be aware of and get used to. But I mean, yeah, I would say that's my best and my worst. And obviously, having a cat who loves me is great too.
But hates everybody else and is a complete and total a-hole.
Sarah
Mm.
did start to make friends with him at the end, and
I
she was
did see
petting
that.
him,
I did see
Oh,
she
I
was
forced
petting
him.
him.
and
I
he did
forced
not
him.
visit her.
That's because
He
his
didn't
eyes were
forcefully.
closed. He didn't know
No,
it was me.
honey,
Oh my
he
God, he
must have
knew.
liked you because he does not, even when his eyes are closed, and
We go
doesn't.
way back.
Yeah.
All right. We
So,
go way back.
but anyway,
My connection went unstable. Just don't mind me. What was your, all I heard was Leo after, like I missed what you said. Was there anything, is there anything bad about growing up?
Yeah, I literally talked for like a minute about
Oh, no.
what was bad about getting
it's all
older.
bad.
Oh,
Did you not
no.
hear any of
Other
that?
ailments.
My internet is unstable like myself. So it did not, it disconnected for a moment, but
So
that's
you
okay. You know
didn't
what?
even hear what she said.
It's
Okay.
not important. I was just staring at myself in the screen anyway. So it's
Okay.
okay. It does not matter.
Sarah,
Um,
what's the best and worst for you, babe?
what is the best and worst for me? Let's see. I think I'll read her.
Maybe learning to talk has been tough for me at this age. I can tell you that.
You're so funny. I'll reiterate the obvious. It sucks having to pay bills and all that fun stuff. Like just the freedom. You don't even, well, see, it's unfortunate though, because I don't think you appreciate it while
Yeah.
you're in it. You think
Mhm.
it's only the world according to you in that moment. You think, think certain things are unfair, and you don't notice that that's not really unfair until you're an adult. So like it really is such a catch 22, because when you're in, when you're in your youth, you have it so made, but you just so desperately want freedom. So having that freedom, you don't realize comes with a cost. And so it's just, it's
Yep.
hard. But yeah, I do miss I don't know, just my childhood too. Like just being able to
Yeah.
just kind of do things with my friends, and getting to, just be around your family, being around my family. And like, again, it's not something you appreciate totally until you get older. But I think even then I realized that these were the good times, like these were the moments I'm gonna like look back on,
Oh,
you
age
know.
6, this coming time.
Um, but I will say I think my 30s have been, I mean, they started off, a little rough, but I think as time is going on, I'm just really comfortable in myself. And I think, if you're willing to, now this is a big if, like if you're really willing to reflect on yourself and your choices and take responsibility for things and really own up to things, not with anyone else particularly, more so with yourself, um, you can really dive into this like the truest version of yourself. And I think I am becoming that. I am that, and I am becoming more of that as as the time is going on. I'm getting comfortable in motherhood. I'm getting comfortable, being my own person again. And that's tough in your 20s. And it's also tough when you become a mom because you're in the trenches. So also just like being able to give yourself grace in those times, like, I think, I don't know. There's so many things I want to say. I don't really know how to tie it all together, but basically just really being honest with yourself. And I've learned to with age, I've learned to not rush things. That's something I've really worked on in the last like 6 months, I would say. Just really allowing things to take the time that they take, and that's okay. Not, just okay, I missed the red light. Oh well, like what is okay, I'm in a hurry to get somewhere. That's because I didn't leave when I should have left. That's not the red light's fault. That's my time management. So I sit with that, I sit with that emotion whenever I feel myself rushing and I feel myself, wanting to do something quickly or get somewhere. It's like, okay, well, how could I have like managed that situation better? So it's really, really, truly just like really being honest with yourself, even if it sucks and it's, hard. Um, that's something that age, I think, if you're willing, age can teach you. Al, you said something about comfortable in your like conversation or comfortable making decisions. Like I was a part, Alex was actually there and listening. I was actually a part of a meeting through work. We do a once a month meeting with the women in the company. My company is 50% women, let me tell you. I love my company. And we have a meeting and we have different guest speakers and we were talking kind of about with age, what comes with age. And one of I think our CEO mentioned, like, I'm actually very comfortable. Oh, now I have a cat. I'm actually very
our pets
Like a
here.
serpent, like
I'm actually very comfortable making decisions. Oh, she's camera shy. She said she was more comfortable and felt satisfied in her decision making. Like she makes a decision and that's that. And I think that's huge too. I've learned to, try not to apologize when I'm not, I don't need to apologize. And yeah, that's
that
all.
makes sense.
Sorry, I went on a little bit of a rant. I have a lot to say.
Little bit, but it was all good points.
Little bit.
Okay.
Bitch, I just had more to say to than you. I'm sorry that I had scoliosis and all you had was a fat pinky toe when you were a kid. All right, you have been a size 0 since you were 7. So you haven't had.
I'm a size 2 now, and I'm getting small.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
Are you dieting?
No. I just spit.
No, I mean because you're a size 2 now.
Oh my god.
No.
I
I just feel like it feels a little bit better. That's true. That's what I'm saying. I had it really good. I have it really good. I'm very blessed.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that. I was at work this week with a friend of mine who said, and she was asking how our new place was and how life was and everything. And I'm like, life is so good. We love this new home. It just is so perfect. And, everybody's good. I'm going to knock on some wood, blah, blah, blah. And she said to me, she's like, you're just so lucky. And she said, I don't mean that in a weird way or she said, I know it sounds weird to say, she said, but you're just so lucky. And she said, and I'm so happy for you. And I said, you
Aw,
know, Lise, the
good
only,
friend.
I truly, and I said to her, I know how lucky like I wake up every day. And I think that with age, that's something too, because sometimes when you're in stuff, and this is like no matter how old you are, but you aren't, it's easy to go with the negative, obviously, but like once you get to a certain age, you start to make sure that you are pointing out the positive. You start to really appreciate, like I'm looking out this window in this beautiful blue sky and out over my neighborhood, and like those are the things that you
Yeah.
really, really, really like. Everything is, I just appreciate everything. I love this house. I love when, there's a beautiful sunset. I love when I get to take the dog for a walk. I get to be with you guys or be with the grandkids or look forward to things. And you just really learn to appreciate every second. And it is a cliche, but there's a reason there are cliches. And that's the thing, as you get older, you do learn to do those things. And so, like even just being around my house or doing something silly, or I just love all of it. And
Even like
I
when we
am,
go streaking, like you love that.
yeah, like
You
when
love
I'm
that
naked
so
and I'm in
much.
public,
Down
Stop
the
it.
road.
I am so
That's like
happy.
a
Sarah,
favorite
Sarah and
thing.
I watched, have you seen Neighbors on
Oh my God, it's on
HBO?
HBO. You need to watch it if
I
You
you.
think
need to,
we started to watch it and then we quit. But
oh,
yeah,
Well,
you need
yeah,
to
it's
finish
with
it.
try
the
And
again.
couple and the young kid, the little girl
well,
or
it's every episode is different, a set of neighbors that are fighting. And to have this
oh
be
no, then
and
that's
they
not it. That's
chronicle.
not the right one. Okay, we'll watch it.
It's like a docu-series reality kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
That should
Okay.
be the first show that we talk about per my
Okay.
idea in
Okay.
text
Okay.
yesterday. But literally the one episode is this man who basically wants to be in a nudist colony, but like doesn't live in a nudist colony. So he's wearing like no clothes pretty much, and his
There's
neighbors
just
get
dicks
frustrated.
throughout the whole episode.
Oh,
It's
It's
just
literally, yeah.
oh, jeez.
But it reminded me about if which you don't like to be naked
I
around
don't. And I was going
people.
to
That's
say, and
not
I'm
that was
not,
a
yeah,
joke,
I'm not going to
but
be naked
the
in front of
show was not a
anybody. My
joke.
own husband has not seen me naked. And
well,
so
that's
it's
fucking weird. That's weird.
That's
That's
mom though.
never,
That's not
weird.
Paul. That's
it's
mom.
never
I'm
gonna,
nude
never
as
gonna
much
happen.
as I possibly can be.
No, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, so that's really something that is just absolutely wonderful. And also too, I've learned how to say no to a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't feel guilty saying no. If I don't want to do something, I'm just not doing it. And again, not that it's something against anybody or whatever the case may be, but I am learning to allow myself to have some time to relax or take care of myself or whatever it is. And so I also appreciate that. But the one thing that really, and I tell everybody this, the one thing that I really hate about getting older, besides the fact that it takes me 10 minutes to get out of bed because every joint and muscle hurts, but not being able to see like I want to see anytime I want to see. Like before, I had great eyesight, but now I either need cheaters or I need something for long distance. I can't just pick up like a label in the grocery store and read it. I either have to have my contacts in or my glasses. And that is probably the hardest thing, is not being. And if I take out my contacts, I can't really see much of anything, but especially up close. And that is, oh man, like I've picked up spiders before because I don't know what I'm picking up because I can't see them. I don't know what it is. So I pick it up thinking
Oh
it's a
my
piece of fuzz
God.
or something like that. And then it frickin' moves. And yeah, so then I freak out. But yeah, it is really
Oh,
weird. It's a weird sensation not being able to
that would
see
upset
whatever
me.
you want to see. So but yeah, but other than that, I've been very, 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 very blessed. And I will never, I can't really complain about too much of anything because I've had a really, really wonderful life. I've had great kids, great grandkids. I have a wonderful husband, great dog. So I love
Best
that.
dog.
Best dog in the entire world next to Cash. Well, no, equal, side by side with Cash.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's a good thing. And I always too, it's funny because I work with a lot of older clients at our stores, and we'll say, hey, how you doing, or we talk about getting older, whatever the case may be. And it's funny because it's better than the alternative, and there are a lot of people struggling, and a lot of people, I take my mom to chemo, And you walk into this place, and as anybody who's had a loved one with cancer knows, it's brutal is just such an understatement to see people just fighting for their lives, young, old, I mean, everything in between. And so that's why, again, you have to be in the moment and appreciate what you have and what's going on that's good in your life at that particular moment, because you just don't know when that all could change. And I think as you get older, that's something that you do tend to appreciate more, because you know that, as you get older, you've got a lot more back there than you do going forward. And you know that, I mean, you're on borrowed time. I mean, we all are technically, but the older you get, it's more so that way. And it's not morbid, it's just reality. So that's why, again,
I was
you
just
learn
gonna
to
say,
appreciate it. Yeah.
how morbid.
No, it's not at all. It's just the way, honey, it's the way it is. It's
No,
life.
I know.
you know?
I understand.
That's just the way it is.
It
So
is a
you do,
morbid. I mean, it is
but
morbid.
you do,
in
that's the
thought.
thing though, but it does force you to think about things a lot more as you get closer to that point in your life. I mean, it does force you to think about things. So that's why, and again, I think that's a good thing, because then you can appreciate. And Sarah, I'm sorry if are you okay? I'm sorry if I
You
bored
both
you.
had some exciting things to say.
Sorry, you didn't. I'm just sitting here taking all of the information in. That's all.
Okay.
I just thought of another topic we could talk about next week or the week after. I just thought about,
Okay.
well, it just
Write
like
that
kind of
down.
goes hand in hand with this, but we could talk about it, like in more in depth. And if I, I don't
Okay.
want to say all I have to say about it. Just like manifestation and like
Mhm.
the power of your thoughts and stuff.
Oh, that's a
That
great
kind of stuff.
topic. That's a great
Mhm.
topic. Absolutely. And we are going to talk about when I do die. We're going to have a little show on that too.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Okay. Let's move
That's
So I want to
on.
know what you want to do with me.
I have some thoughts.
What do we have to do? You're dead.
I have some thoughts.
Anyway,
Toy.
please, if you have not already subscribed and watched us on YouTube, please do so. Please tell your friends, your family members, anybody that you think might benefit from our mother-daughter podcast.
We don't judge. You're
We are.
slipping.
I am, but I want to make sure that we tell people that you can also listen to the podcast anywhere you get your podcasts. Now, we always do a listen, but we don't judge. Sarah was very excited. She texted us today and said, I
I
have
wasn't
one.
excited.
You were. I could tell you were brimming with excitement. I could just it was just coming, it was just like crazy how I could
No,
tell.
that's not it. No, because
No.
you guys are gonna judge me for it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
We all judge each other. We've all judged each other over
That's
the
kind of the irony of the segment.
Yeah, that's kind of what everybody does. Okay, so we listen and we don't judge.
Ooh, see, you should just say it. You
You
say
should
it better
say it.
than both of us, anyways.
Okay.
I love the smell of
Oh,
my
I
kids'
know.
feet.
Of what?
I
Of
do.
whose?
My-
Of whose?
My kids.
Well, your kids'
Frank
feet aren't
from
like
Coons.
dirty.
Frank from Coons. I like the smell of his feet. What do you mean, who? Who else's feet would I smell? You freaking weirdo. What
Do
do
they
you mean?
even smell like
Yeah,
anything?
they smell like they smell. It's it's not the same as like a newborn baby's head.
No. It smells like feet.
But
Oh,
I love it. They are stinky,
really?
and I
Yeah.
sniffed them, and they're my
They're
baby.
stinky.
Not really
and
so
you
much
like them?
Evelyn anymore. I think I think there gets a point. I don't smell Evelyn's feet because they're gross. But like, there's like a toddler smell. Like I don't know. Ivy's getting to the point. Like about 5. But like
Yeah.
baby feet, I don't know.
Oh, baby feet. Yeah.
Like Ivy's feet are kind of nasty now. Like she takes off her shoes, and I'm like, whoa. Monsters Inc. needs to come in here and clean up, like, and do a sweep of the
Ew.
area.
And she likes that. She likes that.
But
I don't know if I like that. I
Oh,
love
you
I
don't
love
have
them.
to.
Well, no, but I always say to them, you guys have stinky feet. Yeah.
They
And
do
I'm
stink feet.
usually just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I thought that was a joke.
It was a joke. And then now, Max, the other night I went in to drop Evelyn off. He literally, I mean, he's all of 2 feet tall, and he lifted his foot so I could smell it. And he's like,
Yeah.
smell my feet, Grandma. And I'm like, no.
They've been
Well,
trained.
maybe that's why they have a foot complex, because Sarah, if you remember when Ev was a baby, like 2, she used to put her feet in Ev's face. There's like a foot fetish thing going on
Okay,
over there.
Aaron
I
did?
fetish when my
Not a
kids-
fetish, but like
No,
foot
I don't think
something.
I don't think I don't
Yes,
Sarah,
you
you did that to Evelyn?
Yes,
You put her
used
your
to
feet
put
in her
your
face?
feet in her face.
I don't remember doing that.
Why
I
can't we
I
put
remember it very
feet in your kid's
distinctly.
face? I don't know.
There's no camera or video evidence. I don't think so.
I don't
There's just
remember
some foot obsession going on over there. I didn't
Really
maybe
not
it started,
You're gonna make it seem like I'm into feet. Please stop.
maybe it
not.
started with my fat pinky toe. And then
Okay, you know what? Let's separate the two. You have a fat pinky
love
toe.
a foot. You love
You've
a
got
foot.
your pinky toe.
She
Okay.
does obsess about the toe. She does.
It's her one flaw. Sorry. My
Mhm.
bad. She has
I
one
have many
flaw, and
flaws
it's
now.
the pinky toe. Oh, I forgot. She has another one now. She sweats. My bad.
Not
I was
I don't
sweating
like
through
really
gray
sweat that much
t-shirts
still,
at
but
14. So shut up.
I can still wear
Did-
gray shirts, which
Did
is
you
good.
say you haven't been able to wear gray shirts since you were 14, Sarah?
Yeah. Like right now, if you could, if I wasn't wearing black, you wouldn't. You'd see my pit stains. So whatever. Oh no, you sweat.
I don't again, for the record, I don't really sweat like a lot still.
Okay,
I just
shut up.
sweat more than I used. Like it's more common.
Okay.
Oh my God, you too. All right. Well, listen, as I had mentioned, please watch us on YouTube, and the facial expressions, as I've mentioned before, and the gestures. Sarah made quite a few gestures today. Those are well worth the watch on YouTube. But again, you can listen anywhere you get your podcasts. And we hope that you do. Again, please spread the word. We appreciate it very much. And we appreciate you guys all watching and listening. And please tell everybody. We appreciate it so much. So, yeah.
Oh, what does Sarah need to say?
Sarah.
Alex and I were talking about putting QR code. We're gonna like, so you guys tell all your friends to watch and listen, but then we're just gonna start making random QR codes, and they just link to the website or link to our YouTube.
great.
We're just gonna stick them places for fun. See what
You
happens.
just you
Okay.
just imprisoned us by saying that we're premeditated. So now if they are everywhere,
I think how would that not be premeditated?
well, because we could go to jail for defacing property.
What?
Oh, I meant on like
They, like,
court
putting
boards
stickers
inside
on.
coffee. I meant on like
Oh, I thought you meant online. I didn't know we were putting them places.
Oh no, we talked about going out on the streets,
Oh, you're kidding. Who's doing
Well, I
that?
don't-
You too.
sticking stickers to poles.
I really don't think the cops are looking for people.
Well, I
who
don't think
do
they
that.
are either. But if someone wanted to pursue, we just
You know
gave
what? Then
them
go ahead. If I need to
premeditated
go to
evidence.
jail for that, and that's fine.
Well, we could all go to jail together, and that could be fun. All of
I would
us in a
love
small
that.
cell.
Duffy women in jail.
Wouldn't that be
I
fun?
would die.
Thank you for that. On that note,
You guys
As
have to
long
figure
as-
out what to do with me before mom.
as long as no one has stinky feet, I'll be good. So,
Oh,
I didn't know the feet were stinky. I thought that they were pretty clean from like a kid perspective. But okay,
you know, they get sweaty. Everybody's feet get sweaty.
mine really don't. I feel like mine don't
okay.
smell
All right.
bad.
She's said enough. Hang up the call. She has said enough. I am done with her. Press end.
You can
now.
tell you've just spent a whole week with her. You're over.
Now.
Oh, she
Oh,
loves me.
love you.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. I love you both very much. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And we'll see y'all back here next week. Okay.
Bye.